Hi everyone, Square Peg Square Hole for stop number 2 on my Boston tour. Can you tell where I am? Hint, I'll let you look behind me. Does that look familiar to anybody? Well, it should. It is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, also known as MIT, originally known actually as Boston Tech. A little FYI for those of you looking for a little bit of random trivia. So MIT, one of the top schools in the country, and for what? Engineering, of course, the number one thing everybody thinks of when they hear Institute of Technology. However, MIT is also known for other things. Any guesses? Well, the first one that you should be aware of is architecture. As a matter of fact, I.M. Pei is one of the grads from here, and I.M. Pei designed tons and tons of buildings, so you might be familiar with a couple of them. Some of them are in New York, so I'm going to let you go on a scavenger hunt to find them. But you'll also find him across many college campuses, including my alma mater, Cornell. Our museum was designed by I.M. Pei, so happen to like him. I'll take an MIT grad for helping us out with that. So a little bit more about MIT. So in addition to engineering and architecture, what else is it known for? Well, comp-sci, obviously, but it's also got some of the softer things. So it's also known for economics and business. So a lot of people don't think about it that way, but when you come to realize that MIT has over 300 U.S. patents, it kind of makes sense that they might also have some good business people here, because they want to make sure that their patents go into their they develop something and it creates a business. So the fact that they have the connection there between business and engineering, comp-sci, architecture, I think makes a lot of sense. Okay, so a couple other things to know about MIT. Their motto is mind and hand, right? So this is very much a hands-on school. So yes, you're going to spend a lot of time in the classroom, but they really want people taking the knowledge and doing something with it. Hence all of those U.S. patents and thousands of inventions. They have a lot of sports going on here, so if you are a sports person, while it's a D3 school, they have more sports offered here than any other D3, so you will get your chance to both do the mind and the body in that sense. The mission statement for us: to advance knowledge and educate students in science, technology, and other areas of scholarship that will serve the nation in the world in the 21st century. So always looking forward. My guess is at the end of this century, we are moving this on to the 22nd century. This is in just outside Boston. We're in Cambridge, so a little bit later we'll be at one of those other schools that you might know in Cambridge. I'll let you guess what that is. It's very much got a city feel, but it's got a campus, which I really love. So unlike some other schools in the cities, this one has lots of green space, which you can see behind me. And it's kind of everywhere you go around here, there's plenty of space to get out. Just you can be right on the Charles River, so it's very pretty here. While it's obviously cold in the middle of winter. Lucky not to have 6 feet of snow behind me, so you have to like the cold and the snow if you want to come to MIT. This is a small undergraduate university in the sense it's got 4,500 undergrads, so the people here really get to know their professors. There's a lot of that interaction. If you want to do research, get to know, to dive deep into your subjects. Take a look at some of the pictures I'll post later. Right outside of their visual arts building, they have the Pi sign, which I just love. And so they're always trying to connect everything here. Some of the more popular majors, obviously comp-sci, mechanical engineering, mathematics. I just walked through their mathematics hall and kind of having some flashbacks to when I was in college and I was studying math. Not sure I could have made it here, right? A lot of really smart people coming out of here. So, who are some of those smart people? Well, one of them you might recognize is Buzz Aldrin, right? So he was somebody who he was at the moon. He was the number 2 guy. They also, interesting though, Ellen Swallow Richards, who was the first woman to get a STEM degree. So MIT has something to be proud of in terms of that. And the inventor of the GPS, Ivan Getting. So lots going on here. Little fun fact about the school: they have what's known as the Pirate Certificate, which I just love. It's one of their phys ed certificates, so it's for archery, fencing, pistol, and sailing. So if you complete all those with a passing grade, you can sign up get your pirate certificate. And ahoy matey when you go do that. Sports are the D3 Engineers. Their mascot is Tim the Beaver, and as they like to say, if you can't figure out why it's named Tim, you shouldn't apply here. So I'm going to ask you all to put that into the comments if you can figure out why it's named Tim. So a little bit more in terms of fun facts: they have the largest collection of sci-fi novels anywhere. They have a pretty large Greek population, so if you're looking for Greek, you will find that here. Pretty much a very residential campus. Most people live on campus. Has the largest neuroscience center in the world. So Lots to be proud of if you want to come to MIT. Of course, it's only a 4% accept rate, so you've got to be tippy-top, and you've got to show that you really have a strong academic as well as an interest in learning and hands-on work. Any more questions? You know how to reach out to me. Keep an eye out. There's one more school to come.